2015 season for the Switchbacks. Colorado Springs returned to this very field, Switchbacks Stadium, where they dominated a season ago, playing host today to Arizona United SC. Welcome in, everybody. Josh Howe alongside Roland Vargas and partner. Glad to be back at it this year. And what a season, what an opportunity here for the Switchbacks. All kinds of talent, all kinds of changes. More on that in a moment. Let's talk about this home field dominance. The Switchbacks won 9 games here a season ago. One of those wins, a 5-0 victory over Arizona United a season ago. But this isn't the same Arizona United team we saw a season ago.
You're absolutely right, Josh. The Switchbacks were fantastic here on their home field in Colorado Springs last year. Part of that due to the altitude, part of that due to them being a new team. A lot of teams unfamiliar with the Switchbacks, but they dominated all across the board, and they had a 5-0 win here against Arizona United, as they did against Orange County Blues. Very strong performance from the Switchbacks last year.
The Switchbacks last year made it to the semifinals, nearly played their way into the finals before losing at a shootout. So fast forward to 2016, they beefed up on the roster, and so far so good. A good showing in Oklahoma City to open up the season.
It was a revenge performance in Oklahoma City, 2-1 win for the Switchbacks, and as you said, they brought in some experienced players. Josh Suggs coming over from Orange County Blues, a little bit of youth as well being injected into the Colorado Springs. It's a roster that did fabulously well last year. They've kept the spine of that team, and they've improved on that.
So for Steve Triccio, a finalist for Coach of the Year a season ago, Roland, what is his approach here heading into the home opener?
I think more of the same, honestly, from head coach Steve Triccio. They did so well in Oklahoma City, and they were so good against Arizona last year. Luckily, I was able to get a couple of quick words in with Steve Triccio before today's game. Coach, your first game here in over 6 months at Switchback Stadium. How excited are you to get the home season started off?
I'm ready, and I know the players are too. You know, we had the first game in Oklahoma City, and then we had 2 weeks off, but they're really anxious to get going, and we need a good start tonight, which I think they will.
Beautiful day today. How do you think the field's going to play here against Arizona?
Well, it's bumpy right now. It's not in the best condition, so you'll have to deal with that. If we can't pass, then it's going to maybe be a direct game. But like I said, we just need to keep the speed of play up today and hopefully take it to them.
Same 11 as you had against Oklahoma City. Was that because you were so impressed with the performance down in Oklahoma?
Yeah, you know me. I like consistency, and if the guys did well, then we'll keep that same team. And like I said last week or the week before, I thought that was one of the best 45 to 70 minutes that we played, even from last year. So we got to take that in today's game.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck today.
All right, thanks.
We'll see how it plays out, the starting lineup in the kickoff, when we return the home opener from Switchback Stadium.
Choose Penrose Cancer Center for the most pioneering care in Southern Colorado, offering the most advanced tools and expertise for over 70 years. Part of the comprehensive Centura Health Cancer Network. Learn more at penrosecancercenter.org.
The Xfinity Sports Report, your Colorado high school connection, is the most comprehensive high school sports show in the state. Showcasing highlights from all the top games and features on the best athletes in Colorado. Every Sunday night at 6 and then again at 10. It's the Xfinity Sports Report, your home for Colorado high school sports.
A gorgeous day here at Sand Creek Stadium Switchback Stadium as we get set for the home opener. Arizona United and the Switchbacks FC coming in 1-0. And let's take a look at the starters for the home team, led by Luke Vercoloni, first team All-USL a season ago.
Fantastic last year from Luke Vercoloni. His family's in attendance today. He's got his parents here watching him. Really leads the Switchbacks by example.
And coming off the bench, of course, a big lift, and Aaron King. And for Arizona United, up top, Chris Cortez, Long Tan, 2 great strikers.
Excited to see Long Tan get the start today. He was USL all first team last season. Very dynamic striker, one of the best players in the league, so he finally gets his first start of the season today.
Fans of Switchbacks would like to honor today's military family. Sergeant First Class Kyle Bingham, his wife Brenna, and his 3 children Flint, Esther, and Varys. We thank him for his service to our country and our community. They are today's military family, brought to you by Pioneer Sand. And a beautiful day. Here now on the rest of the forecast, Fox 21 with our weather report.
Hey everybody, I'm Fox 21's Aisha Morales giving you a check of your forecast. Today, your Saturday is looking okay temperature-wise. We'll stay mild in the upper 60s and 70s, seeing more of those clouds out there. And wind-wise, especially as you head south and southwest, those winds will be picking up. We do have some moisture heading our way into late on Sunday, so just prepare for that.
All right, we are ready to roll the kickoff here from Switchbacks Stadium. Arizona United in the road red, yellow numbers attacking from left to right. The Switchbacks, the home black, white numbers were underway. Glad you could join us here. Josh Howe, Roland Vargas, a gorgeous afternoon here in Colorado Springs. This Arizona United team comes in 1-2. They picked up the 3 points with a victory over the Seattle Sounders in game number 2 of the season. 2-0 the final in that one, but coming off a shutout loss against Sacramento Republic FC on Saturday. And for the Switchbacks, they come in 1-0. Of course, that big win 2 weeks ago in Oklahoma City. Well, they've had some time off, but they have not been sitting idly by as they prepare here for the home opener.
You're right, Josh. They came right back from Oklahoma City. They've been training up here at altitude. Arizona played an extra game for Coloni, almost in there behind the Arizona defense quickly. But as you said, the Switchbacks have been training. They've been training hard, and Arizona faced a mightily tough 5-game road trip to start their season. All 5 games all around the West Coast, and then 2 games, or first 3 games on the West Coast, then 2 games up here in the Rocky Mountains. They're going to travel to Salt Lake City next, but very difficult road trip for Arizona to start their season.
So Josh Phillips, one of the top defenders in the USL a season ago, anchoring that back line, and there's Miguel Gonzalez, second leading goal scorer for the Switchbacks last year. Our officials, the referee Leland Grant, he's assisted by Jacob Harold, Justin Fillmore, and Lauren Parliament. Just underway here, the opening minute plus at Switchback Stadium. What a gorgeous day, great turnout here for the home opener. 2 teams that certainly have their sights set on the postseason. Talked about the Switchbacks, the number 3 seed in the Western Conference playoffs a season ago. Big assist from Steve Tritchew. He was a finalist for Coach of the Year, and Roland, what a job he did in season number 1 with the Switchbacks. 9-3-2 at home led them to number 3 seed.
And the Switchbacks very quietly this year, they're looking to even build on that home record. They're going to try to take that home record. They don't want a loss here at home. It's painfully obvious. They won't say that on record, but they want to make this a real fortress here at Switchback Stadium.
Frank Yallop, the head coach, what a resume. Yallop, 2-time MLS Coach of the Year, and he won 2 cups as a player. And he is certainly, talk about instant credibility to Arizona United SC. He brings that, and much respect for Steve Tritchew, Frank Yallop for one another, and what a battle it is shaping up to be here this afternoon.
As you said, Frank Yallop coming over from the MLS has got a lot of experience there, most recently with the Chicago Fire. He knows this game, he knows this team, and he's just starting to put his stamp on Arizona United. Just getting in, it's early days yet, but we'll see Frankie Yallop getting Arizona United playing more his style soon.
And here's Miguel Gonzalez, a little bit of space. He scored in the opening game, and they'll dump it into the box and clear it out for the moment by Arizona United. Up front, a different look. You saw Josh Suggs, one of the new faces in the lineup this season for the Switchbacks, and boy, as good as they were a season ago, they can be even better with number 5 of the lineup.
Josh Suggs is a really good player. He had a fantastic spell of his career in Orange County with the Blues. Also, Christian Ibiaga coming over as well to partner Josh Phillips in defense. It's a very strong, very deep defense for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Got players like Nate Robinson, J.J. Greer. So it's a very strong defense for Steve Tritchew and the Switchbacks.
And headed up to midfield. There's Suggs. Quick touch there, Gonzalez. Miguel Gonzalez, 10 goals, second on the Switchbacks in that category a season ago. Kim slides through, and up comes David Agoric to roll it out for the Switchbacks. When you talk about consistency, how about the play between the posts last year for David Agoric, and already off to a great start. Just 1 goal allowed in the opener
And Davila last year pitching 10 shutouts for the Switchbacks.
Very unlucky goal that he gave up in Oklahoma City. Wasn't David Gorik's fault at all. He's one of the USL goalkeepers to watch this season. He's going to have another strong season, I believe.
So no score here. We are in the 5th minute of play. Phillips across midfield, long ball in a big hop, and that will be fielded by Karl Wazinski.
Field's very, very firm today. Gotten some water on it recently, but it's early spring days here in Colorado Springs. Conditions have been, as you know, Josh, a lot of snow, a lot of sleet that we've had here. It's warmed up quite significantly, but the field very hard, very bumpy, but both teams are going to have to adjust to that.
Here's Luke Fercoloni, 14 goals a season ago, has it taken away just outside the 18. This Arizona United team, they look slop in the opener in terms of defensive play, gave up 2 goals, but boy, they've really tightened it up the last 2 games. And up ahead, and that ball chipped back to David Gorik. Across midfield it goes.
Long tan there, trying to get in behind Christian Ibiaga. Ibiaga wasn't having any of that, just used his strength, pushed Long Tan off the ball into David Gorik.
Phillips heads it up, but a whistle is off the turf comes Julian Ringhoff.
Very good player, Julian Ringhoff. Thought he did well in Sacramento. Just got caught a little bit late there by Marty Maben. Thought he did very well in Sacramento despite the loss for Arizona United. He's a young professional just beginning his career, but he's got a lot of talent, the young German.
Julian Ringhoff is played in all 3 matches coming into this one, 270 minutes. So certainly one of those core pieces they're looking for in terms of strength of Arizona United this season. That's Christian Ibiaga. Drops it back to David Gorik. You've got Phillips awaiting the ball. Well, Josh Phillips, great to see number 2 back. Weren't sure, folks around Colorado Springs, if we would see Phillips back this season. He trained with the New England Revolution in the offseason.
He did. He got a lot of experience training with the MLS's Revolution. Did very well. It's great to see him back, and you can see the size and the experience of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC's back line with him and Ibiaga playing next to each other. It's a very big, very burly line. They're two very strong players in the heart of the Switchbacks defense.
Now Phillips with Suggs to his left. Got Ibiaga on the far side. Still no score. Just over 6 minutes gone by here. Argueta sweeps it on the far side to Kim, and nobody home, so a miscue for the Switchbacks. Opportunity here for Arizona United. Ball at midfield here, just underway. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in this opening half. Fans, all USL matches are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Follow all action on the USL YouTube channel today. Well, Roland, you talk about 2 different ends of the spectrum. Last time these 2 teams played back in May of 2015, it was underwater, a delayed start. And boy, the field certainly not in pristine shape today, but they have made dramatic strides, and certainly the playing surface will not be a factor like it was a season ago.
As you said, it was crazy last year. Inches of water all over the field, the ball starting on the pitch. Very difficult for both teams to play, and I was amazed that there were so many goals that went in that game with how horrible the field was. I mean, it was just nothing that could be done about the field. It was just Mother Nature there, just dumping buckets of water here on the field at Switchback Stadium. But it's cleared up now. It's a beautiful day. We've got some scattered showers in the Colorado Springs area, as we can see here from our position in the booth. But as of right now, they're all staying away from the stadium, and the field was heavily watered before the game, just to give that a little bit of extra slickness on top of the surface for both teams.
So a United player down to the far side. That's good against the Switchbacks. So a free kick here coming up for Arizona United. Here's how it happened.
Ibiaga got pulled out of the center of defense there, just a little bit late on his challenge. Josh Suggs there with a great defensive header.
And Vercoloni gets a foot in there. Gonzalez taps it forward near midfield. And here we go. Miguel Gonzalez shakes loose. He's got room at the far side. Miguel Gonzalez in the court of the 18. Gonzalez to his right. Gonzalez trying to set up the shot. Kicks it back for Coloni now. Top of the 18. Drops it off, and Suggs not able to get a foot on it.
Looks like Josh Suggs is going to be called offside there by the official on the far side. Desperately unlucky for the Switchbacks. You could see Miguel Gonzalez cutting in on his favorite right foot. The ball just bobbling on him. Wasn't able to get that clean strike at goal.
And rolling a flashback to 2 weeks ago, Miguel Gonzalez, that's how he scored the first goal this season for Gonzalez. And the Switchbacks there nearly out in front early.
You're absolutely right. Gonzalez, fantastic goal in Oklahoma City, ended up being the game winner. Unfortunately for him there, he just didn't get the space, just didn't get the ball to roll cleanly enough for him to have a strike.
There's Ibiaga, good position. Now we're going to get a late whistle, and down goes Long Tan. He picks himself up, but Ibiaga, a lot of size on that back end.
Size and experience. He's played around Europe. He knows what he's doing there, and he's formed a very good partnership, albeit early on here with Josh Phillips in the center of defense.
You look at that back line, Phillips, Ibiaga, Suggs, Burt, as good as any, at least early on of the season.
Yeah, it's only been a couple games for the Switchbacks. Most other teams in the USL's Western Conference have played 3. As you said, the Switchbacks had that week 2 off to train, but so far so good for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks defense. And they're, of course, assisted by Ronnie Argueta. I mean, we can't forget Ronnie Argueta dropping deep, screening right in front of Ibiaga and Suggs there. He's a fantastic player, and I thought he was one of the man of the match candidates down in Oklahoma City.
Suggs giving chase, and now United plays it near midfield. It's Brock Granger dropping it back. Arizona United, they played 3 matches, 2 goals, and all 2 goals coming in that match against Seattle. And what has happened to the Sounders too? 0-3 to start the season. Certainly one of the big surprises early on in USL play.
It is. You never really know what you're going to get early in a season with those MLS2 teams, as it were, because they're bringing a lot of players up and down, and they're trying to figure out their youth system there and trying to bleed a lot of youth players in the USL. But as you said, Arizona has not looked good, not looked sharp so far this season. It was a good win for Arizona United, but Seattle just hasn't looked like they're up to the races so far this season.
Long Tan trying to connect with Cortez, just off the mark, but you talk about 2 players who can really put pressure on a defense. Number 9 and 29, Cortez and Tan. They're special.
And Cortez is so adept at dropping off. He can play on either wing. He's a little bit like Marty Maben for the Switchbacks in that respect. And he's going to be a real handful for the Switchbacks because he'll pop up on the left-hand side, he'll drift over to the right, and he'll play in that number 10 role right in behind Long Tan. So he's a very dangerous player who likes to move around the top.
And you can follow the Switchbacks FC Club on Twitter for the very latest club news, updates, and happenings. Colorado Computer Support is a network provider for the Switchbacks FC. Into the box, Gork on the turf, as is Gibson Bardsley. We play on, and boy, both players still on the turf, and now we get a whistle in a violent collision outside of the goal box.
It's a bad one for both players there. You see David Legoric rising up to win that ball. Wow, both players falling hard to the ground there. That's Gibson Bardsley there with David Legoric.
And David coming down, looked like he tried to brace himself and got a hold of Bardsley, and boy, that's a scary sight early on of this match.
Might have come down on his rib cage there, Goric. Yeah, that was a nasty collision for both players. So we've got the trainers out here. Looks like they're going to be okay though. See here, it was a good ball in from Arizona, just on the top of the penalty box there. Goric decided to come early. Bardsley wasn't giving him any room. Fair challenge for both players, just an awkward landing.
Gibson Bardsley, he scored 1 of the 2 goals for Arizona United this season. 1 shot on goal, 4 shots, and certainly he's one of those players up top that can make it happen, and that time up in the air, not able to come down safely. So a stoppage here, and that's going to add time here to the end of this opening half. Arizona United, road warriors to start this season. This is their 4th consecutive game away from home to start the year. They're going to play their first 5 straight away from Scottsdale, so certainly the Valley of the Sun will be a welcome sight once they return.
don't know exactly why. I would imagine it has something to do with the stadium being a baseball stadium and a soccer stadium, and something with extended spring training. I haven't had that confirmed with anyone, but that would be my best guess as to why Arizona would play those first 5 games, as you said, on the road. Usually, as you see in baseball, the teams that have stadiums in those warm climates, I mean, it's never going to snow in Scottsdale, so you'd imagine that the Arizona United would be starting some of their games at home, but 5 games on the road, but that just means that they're going to have some back-to-backs later in the season down at the Peoria Sports Complex, which is one of the best playing surfaces in the USL, so hopefully for Arizona United they'll be able to take advantage of that later in the season.
And the Switchbacks playing 3 of their first 5 here at Switchback Stadium. Chipped up into the Arizona United end, but Maben not able to get ahead on it. Boy, Marty Maben, pressure now, and Maben not able to come up with a takeaway. But how about number 9? Last year saw limited minutes, just over 500 minutes in the season. Already has worked himself into the starting lineup. Big goal in the opener. Here he is starting for the 2nd straight week.
Marty Maben gives you that work ethic. He holds the ball up very well. He's learned a lot in his first season with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. He knows what he's doing. He really leads that line well.
Vance Colorado Computer Support is your collaborative partner in strategic information technology across Colorado. Zeros on the board here, approaching the 16-minute mark. So opening out, what a gorgeous day, a late arriving crowd. The fans certainly glad to have the Switchbacks back at home. Of course, they were treated to a sensational year a season ago. The Switchbacks, 9 wins here at Switchback Stadium. They went 14-10-4 and won a playoff game here against Seattle in 2015 before losing to Oklahoma City.
Good call from the referee there. Ronnie Argueta just tripped as he let that ball go. The referee was in a great position there. Good call. Let's see here, Argueta looking to pass that ball. It's just clipped right at the last minute. That's a very good call by the referee.
So Davila will come up to take it for the Switchbacks. Yeah, Phillips along with Ronnie Argueta. On the far side, it's Christian Ibiega.
See the new sponsor on the back of the Switchbacks jerseys under their under the numbers. That's Widener Apartment Homes there. We got a lot of fans asking us about that, so that's a new sponsor on the back of the Switchbacks jerseys for this year.
Oh, and Ibiaga, great win there, and you can see the physicality. And a ball taken away there by Arizona United.
Bercoloni there, desperately unlucky to latch onto the end of that one. That's good tracking back, though, by Miguel Gonzalez coming in from the left-hand wing. Fantastic defensive play there from Gonzalez.
Well, Argueta circles back to Kim. Tae-Song Kim. Bercoloni with those pink shoes here in the home opener. Ibiaga drops it down, and well defended here by Arizona United. Shot, and it hits the side of the net. Miguel Gonzalez broke free in a hurry.
You can see Miguel Gonzalez there again, drifting inside from his left-hand wing position, just unable to get his shot on the end of that one on goal. That was a fantastic play, though, from Gonzalez to exploit the space. Mike Seth, beautiful pass in behind Gonzalez. First-time shot just wide of the Arizona United net.
Looked like Miguel a little bit off balance on that shot. Still a good strike for the 2nd leading goal scorer for the Switchbacks this season ago. He's got run already here. He got the game winner at Oklahoma City 2 weeks ago.
Tae-Song Kim, one of the newcomers to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, just playing in the center of midfield. Doesn't speak a lot of English, but of course he speaks the international language of soccer. He speaks the game. He had some time last year training with some MLS clubs, with Dallas, I believe, and that's really helped him out. He's picked up quite a lot. He's one of 2 Korean national players to be here with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and he's fitted in really well into the center of the park there, just in front of Ronnie Argueta and right next to Luke Vercoloni. They have a very good understanding and relationship with each other.
So Josh Suggs on the throw-in for the Switchbacks.
We saw him last year visiting here with Orange County Blues. He's very happy to be a member of the Switchbacks, and he's brings a lot of experience, a lot of pace, and a lot of dynamism to the left wing. He can play a little bit farther forward as a sort of a left winger if need be, but he's got that engine to keep going forward and also tracking back. He's a very good left back in the USL, Josh Suggs.
Suggs, a former captain with the OC Blues, and here he is with a right foot, flips it up. Seth back to Suggs, and not able to connect.
Good defense there by Ringhoff. Sorry to cut you off there, Josh. That was Ringhoff coming over and snuffing that one out. Very good play there by the young defender from Arizona United.
Oh, Kim, opposite side. Ibiaga chips it up, one hop. Gonzalez flicks it out to the far side. Here we go to Jordan Burt. And well defended by Arizona United, but helping it back in for the Switchbacks as Vercoloni able to track it down. Now Suggs near side. Josh with the left foot on the cross, far side, and a good job defending on the backside by Arizona United.
It's a good deep cross there by Josh Suggs. Unfortunately, there weren't any Switchbacks coming around the back post, but well defended in the end by Arizona. Gave up the corner. It's our first Neaters corner kick of the night.
And big thank you to Neaters, one of the proud sponsors, a new sponsor this year for the Switchbacks, and we will certainly be calling out their name quite a bit this season. The Neaters corner kick first here of 2016, and Josh Suggs, a new member of the Switchbacks team, will take it.
He's going to whip this ball in, try to put it right on top of the edge of the box, the edge of the goalkeeper's box there, about 6 yards out. We've got Ibiaga and Josh Phillips forward for this corner kick, so the size for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks is already in the box.
Suggs with a lead-footed strike for the Switchbacks. High ball, floats it up, backside.
The ref saw some grabbing in there. Looks like he's pointing at Vercoloni, gave the foul for Arizona United.
Fans, keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com website for everything you need to know about the USL and all of its 29 teams. 15 teams in the Western Conference, 14 in the Eastern Conference. Top 8 will make the playoffs. 6 new teams rolling in this league this season. The Switchbacks are going to see one of those in 2 weeks here on the 23rd when San Antonio comes to town.
San Antonio FC, as you said, we've got a lot of expansion in the USL, more on the way, but some of these clubs here in the USL that are getting their feet wet with the professional soccer look like they might be moving up to MLS sometime soon. Arizona's been rumored to be thinking about MLS, but they haven't made that jump yet, obviously. See Miguel Gonzalez coming in here, Granger just putting his back into Gonzalez going over the top. Josh Suggs is going to come over, take this free kick, and again try to whip this one in. And Ibiaga's come forward. Josh Phillips looks like he's just getting some cobwebs out. He took a bit of a stinger there on that last header.
Josh Suggs here in the 22nd minute.
Good ball, Mike Seth.
One bounce at a goal box, still loose at the doorstep. There's Marty Mabin, chips it off, shot, denied, point blank. It was Mike Seth on the doorstep, and Carl Wazinski right there to cover.
Good save by the goalkeeper. Wazinski came out, made himself big. Mike Seth won the initial header. Shot, the ball bounces around here, bobbles out. Marty Mabin makes the challenge right out to Mike Seth, puts that one on goal. Very unlucky there for Mike Seth, but a good save by the goalkeeper. Got another Neaters corner kick here, Josh.
The second of the afternoon, and again it's Josh Suggs with the corner. He'll bet it in.
Good ball.
And high in the air is Josh Phillips over his head. Now Argueta sends it in, backside, headed into the goal! First goal at home in 2016. The Switchbacks with a 1-0 lead. It's Marty Mabin.
Just like it was in Oklahoma City, it's Marty Mabin again. He goes across, celebrates with his teammate. What a fantastic ball into the back post there. Marty Mabin, wonderful. See here, Ronnie Argueta with his left foot into the back post. Marty Mabin onside, standing right there. No Arizona United defenders within 5 yards of him, and the young man from Belfast buries his header. 1-0 Colorado Springs Switchbacks. What a start again.
2 goals in 2016 for Marty Mabin. He got the first goal 2 weeks ago in Oklahoma City. Here he gets the scoring started in the home opener. The fans to their feet. What a start, and what a play by Marty Mabin.
And what a ball in by Ronnie Argueta off his non-favored left foot. He was fantastic against Oklahoma City, and what a cross that was. Put a little bit of air under it to the back post. Fabulous cross there by Ronnie Argueta, and Marty Mabin, right place, right time, buried his header.
And this is what the Switchbacks do. They get up and love to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if they can continue to do that here this afternoon. It worked against Oklahoma City. OKC, a various comeback late in that one. The Switchbacks were able to hold on, but here they are up 1-0, looking for more. Gonzalez chips it up. Mike Seth not able to get there in time. It'll be Arizona United ball. Fans, the American Heart Association is holding the 2016 Colorado Springs Heart Walk here at Switchback Stadium on June 4th. Life is why.
That was good defense again there by Ringhoff. He's having some words there with his central defensive partner, Uzo, but Ringhoff did very well there to shepherd the ball out under Mike Seth.
So it takes 23 minutes, but the Switchbacks are on the board. Marty Maben with the header, and here's Miguel Gonzalez, 2-on-1, and what defense by Arizona United.
Unlucky there, Miguel Gonzalez. Marty Maben just trying to combine there on the top of the box.
And Kim, whistle comes in, and that'll be a free kick here for Arizona United.
Looked like it was a little bit unlucky there on Tae-Song Kim. He came in from the backside. Did win the ball there. Unlucky for that call to go against him. That looked like a clean challenge there from Tae-Song Kim.
United trying to chip it up to Long, and Long Tan goes down. Josh Phillips. Now Long Tan will have his work cut out today against one of the top defenders in this league.
Yeah, you're not gonna out-muscle Josh Phillips anytime, but that ball was coming in at an awkward height for both players. Josh Phillips just got himself in front of that one, and Long Tan pulled him down.
Good ball by Seth, flicks it back to Vercalotti. Here's Luke trying to get around a corner. And the cross high up in the air. Suggs, Maben couldn't control with the right foot.
Beautiful layoff there by Josh Suggs. Very unlucky there for Marty Maben not to be able to put that one under his spell, but what a layoff there that was from Josh Suggs, flying in step of his left foot. Very unlucky for the Switchbacks there. So you see Marty Maben tracking back here. Arizona just clearing their lines. Marty Maben catching the player. That's a good call.
So Carl Wazinski comes up to talk with the referee, Leland Grant, here in the 26th minute. Fans, be a part of the Switchbacks FC Nation and like us on Facebook. 1-0 in case you've just joined us. 23rd minute, Marty Maben with the header. His second goal this season. And second consecutive game he has gotten the scoring started for the Switchbacks. They've now scored 3 goals here in a 1+ matches in 2016. Here's Miguel Gonzalez. We play on, and now a whistle as 2 Arizona United players down at midfield, and Vercalotti, the captain, not happy at all.
Game's getting chippy. The referee's right on top of it. Good positioning from the referee. See Ringhoff bringing that ball out. Miguel Gonzalez, Tae-Song Kim got him in a bit of a sandwich. Referee right on top of that one to call that.
So free kick for Arizona United, Julian Ringhoff. One of the pieces they've added in the offseason. He played for Rochester a season ago when they won the USL Cup. Talk about a big spark for Arizona United. Gorick punches it out, and now another whistle, and we have had all kinds of hard collisions here in the opening half.
David Legoric made his mind up very early on that one that he was going to come and clear out anybody that was in his way. He ended up clearing out Long Tan and the Switchbacks defender with him. See David Legoric coming right on the top of, right on the back of Josh Phillips there. Cleared that ball well.
Check out USL Soccer on Instagram to see match highlights and action shots from games all around the USL. David Legoric to drive it out with the right foot. Strong strike there, and headed back here by Arizona United. Again, playing game number 4 to start the season away from home. Playing at 6,500 plus feet. We'll see how fatigue factors in here this afternoon.
They'll continue on this road trip next week. Friday night, they're going to be in Salt Lake City, play the Real Monarchs FC. So they'll continue this Rocky Mountain swing before finally heading back to Scottsdale, Peoria area there in the Valley of the Sun.
Off the throw in, Mike Seth and Jordan Burt. That'll stay Switchback ball.
Mike Seth, so good in the air. He really loves to come short with these throw-ins, win them, flick them on to a Switchbacks teammate. Looks like what he might do again. They might be aiming for Mike Seth with this one again, and they are.
Into the 18, Seth. Defenders all around him, and Arizona United, with the exception of the one breakdown, they've been pretty solid defensively around the box.
They have led very well, by Ringhoff, Uzo next to him. Very strong Arizona defensive partnership, but they were lacking there for that first goal. They went walkabout, and Marty Maben had a lot of space. Arizona United has 2 men over here if they can make this advantage count.
Here's Cortez working on Phillips. Cortez, he's got a goal already this season. Low ball, and it's wide of the right post. Chris Cortez, tremendous size up top.
Indeed, and as we said in the open, he can slide out to both sides. He popped up there on the right-hand side, brought the ball in on his left foot, just dragged his shot just a little bit wide from David Legoric, who looked like he was unsighted on that one. But it's a very strong play there by Chris Cortez.
Fans come to 719 Dave. And all Colorado Springs Brew Fest for all beer enthusiasts, or if you just like to drink and have a good time at Switchback Stadium on July 19th, brought to you by Kilo and RXP and John Eddy Productions. Mike Seth.
Good positioning there by Brock Ranger for Arizona to initially clear that ball.
Luke off the body. A little bit of space. Suggs down the left side and right into the waiting defender Brock Ranger. And Vercoloni now slow getting up.
Very chippy game. Arizona United's got a player down here on the near side. See there, Granger just catching Vercoloni. That's Gibson Bardsley there for Arizona, just trying to shake off the cobwebs. Not really sure what happened to him. Couldn't see it there on the replay, but the referee's giving him his time to get ready. And it's going to be Josh Suggs once again to whip this ball in.
So Suggs started a beautiful sequence to set up the opening goal for the Switchbacks. Here he is on a free kick again. A former captain of the OC Blues.
He's going to put this one right on top of the penalty spot. It's going to be attacked by Marty Maben, Mike Seth, Christian Ibiaga, Josh Phillips there, all jostling for position.
Here's Suggs with the left foot. Backside, headed up. And there's Carl Wazinski awaiting.
It's Taesong Kim coming in around the backside, was able to keep that ball in. Josh Suggs actually put a little bit extra air on that one, lifted it to the back post. Unlucky there for Taesong Kim, just trying to head that ball back across the area. Good defending and a good goalkeeping there at the near post.
What we've seen from Josh Suggs in the corner kicks, the free kicks, he's got great control with the ball.
We've got a lot of players on the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC who are very adept at taking these dead balls. You've got Miguel Gonzalez, of course. We know what he's capable of. We know what Vercoloni's capable of, especially from the penalty spot. And to be able to add Josh Suggs to that mix, his left foot, fantastic. And here is Josh Suggs on the left-hand side.
Here comes Suggs, some open space on the near side. Suggs, corner of the 18, he'll move in. Suggs to his left and a ricochet out. And that'll be a quarter here for the Switchbacks. Fans, Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. And this time it's Luke Vercoloni, the captain, to take the quarter here for the Switchbacks in the 32nd minute. Up 1-0.
Can't miss him with those pink Nikes on.
The captain who scored 14 goals a season ago, one of the tops in the USL in 2015. Here's Argueta, far corner of the 18, lob pass backside and just too much.
Very unlucky there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. They had 3 players, Ibiaga, Kim, Marty Maben, all waiting around at the back post. Just a little bit too much air on that cross there from Ronnie Argueta, who found himself wide open at the corner of the box. You see Argueta leaning back, just trying to pinpoint that one to the back post. Very unlucky there. You had Marty Maben, Christian Ibiaga lurking.
So Arizona United keeps it a 1-goal deficit here. Wazinski to send it down. This United team losing 2-0 in the opener to LA Galaxy 2. By the way, how about LA Galaxy 2? They have played 4 matches to this point, 8 points to lead the Western Conference, 2 wins and a couple of draws.
Picking up where they left off last year, the Western Conference winners, Los Angeles Galaxy 2. We all know about their major league team, what they're capable of, and they're really showing their strength and depth with their progress in the USL with the LA Galaxy 2. Very strong team.
Maben And now a whistle and
a handball called there on Marty Maben. I got to be honest, I didn't see that one. See maybe if we have a replay, but Marty Maben looks equally stunned.
So an opportunity here for Arizona United. And quickly on a restart, Davila secures.
It's a little bit too much power on that one. That was Gorick's ball all the way.
With the luxury of having a top-notch
Marty Maben's in.
And here comes Maben, shot, and it's over the crossbar. He broke loose, and just too much on that strike.
Route 1 soccer there by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. We talked about Mike Seth's ability in the air. He rose well, won that flick on direct from David Legoric, put it right into the path of Marty Maben, who's able to outstrip Uzo, and his first-time shot just goes just over the bar.
Colorado Computer Support is your collaborative partner in strategic information technology all across the great state of Colorado.
Arizona United just needs to get this ball wider, quicker. You can see both of their fullbacks pushing up on both sides, but their midfield is a little bit slow in getting that ball wide.
Largely, you could see Cortez there at the top of the box, but Bert Ibiaga had him covered up. Here's Vercoloni across midfield. Maben closing in, and on the back end, it's Uzo Uchenna able to recover for Arizona United.
Throw in here for Arizona United. They've just got to get their foot on the ball in the midfield, take a little bit of the sting out of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC's attack here, work the ball wider, a little bit faster. You can see Brock Granger on this side closer to us from his right back position, making endless overlapping runs. He just hasn't been found as of yet in behind the Switchbacks defense.
You know, we talked a lot about the back end for the Switchbacks, but defensively for Arizona United, and Granger, Uchenna, Ringoff, Prochineri, they've been good, but at what point does that wall start to crack? The Switchbacks have put a lot of pressure on that defensive end for Arizona United here in this opening half.
They have, and we'll see that pressure tell in the second half. Arizona United just came up to the Rocky Mountains yesterday night, so they're not really accustomed to the altitude, not really accustomed to the weather up here, so we'll see if the Switchbacks can take advantage of that as this game ticks into the second half.
Ibiaga back to David Legoric, and here's Miguel Gonzalez. Off his body, gets away a little bit, and Arizona United still with it in play. The Switchbacks in.
It's a good combination play on the right-hand side from Bardsley and Granger for Arizona United, but Miguel Gonzalez has been dropping back from his left wing position, providing a lot of defensive covering support to Josh Suggs.
Or the 36th minute.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Bardsley and David right there. Fans follow at Switchbacks FC on Twitter for all the very latest club news, updates, and happenings. Fans, a reminder also, you can follow at USL on Twitter to keep up with all the live action during this 2016 USL season.
See, the Switchbacks have so much time to get their defense organized behind these Arizona United attacks. Josh Phillips is going to win those balls all day long.
And Phillips skips behind him. Here's Longtan, shot denied, and Gorick trying to get on his feet, now cleared out by the Switchbacks. What a play by David Legoric, dangerously close to giving up a goal, but he was there in time and help behind him to clean it up.
Well, just 1 second after I said that Josh Phillips was going to win all those balls, Longtan was able to get in behind, but David Legoric coming out well. Initial save low with his feet. Second save got up, and Longtan tripped him as David Legoric got up. That's a brilliant double save by David Legoric. Fantastic goalkeeper, by far one of the best, if not the best, in the entire USL. That was a brilliant illustration of it so far. He hasn't had much to do in the opening 35, 37 minutes, but when he was called upon, came out, good save with his feet, got up quickly, second save with his hands. Brilliant goalkeeping from David Legoric.
And Roland's so impressive. He was so decisive on that play and he had to be. Long Tan was coming hard. One of the top players in this league a season ago. He led Arizona United in scoring. Tan coming off the bench in the opener here gets to start this afternoon, and he's denied in the 38th minute. Still a 1-0 Switchbacks lead. Chepped up far side looking for Gonzalez, and Miguel back to Sass, shot, and it's ricocheted out. A diving stop by Carl Wazinski to keep it a 1-0 game.
Well, we saw David Legoric make a fantastic save. What a world-class save that was by Wazinski. High to his left-hand side. That ball was arrowing. Postage stamp finish there by Mike Seth. That's a brilliant save there by the Arizona United goalkeeper.
So another Nieder's corner kick, our third Nieder's corner kick of the half. That's the fourth corner total for the Switchbacks, and we'll see if they can cash in. Josh Suggs.
Phillips and Ibiaga forward again.
Low ball skips up. Maben not able to get a foot on it. Here's Ronnie Argueta now. Back to Suggs, quickly turning, and that will be Arizona United ball. Fans, 2 weeks from today, it's one of the 6 new expansion teams coming to town. San Antonio FC will be here at Switchback Stadium.
Referee could have played advantage there, but he's going to call that one back, give a yellow card. Luke Furcoloni taken down, desperately wanted the advantage there as he was in on goal, but the referee's going to call that one back, yellow card.
So the first card of the afternoon issued to Arizona United, and it's dealt to Brandon Portranieri.
See there, he goes in hard on Vercoloni, but Vercoloni gets right up, wins that ball. So Vercoloni wanted the advantage, but the referee called that one back. The Switchbacks going to have a very dangerous free kick here right in front of the Nieder's corner kick sign, and Suggs will take this one once again.
So Josh Suggs here in the 40th minute, a 1-0 Switchback lead. Softball and straight up in the air, Wazinski.
Referee whistled that one before it came in. I think he's going to make Suggs take that one again. Just saw a little bit of pushing and shoving there in the around the penalty spot, I think, and the referee's just going to have Josh Suggs retake this free kick.
Certainly, Carl Wazinski not pleased with that. Made a nice stop, but he's going to have to try to defend one more time. Another Nieder's corner kick opportunity here for the Switchbacks.
Good ball.
Left-footed strike, and Wazinski, I believe he got a fist on that to punch it over the crossbar.
He got a fist on the ball. He also got a fist on the back of Christian Ibiaga's head there. You can see Ibiaga coming to the near post, trying to flick this one on, had his back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper comes right through Ibiaga. Not sure if the goalkeeper got a touch on that one, but he definitely put Ibiaga off. It was brave goalkeeping again there.
So Carl Wazinski giving up a goal here in the opening half on the goal kick for Arizona United, a team coming in 1-2, fresh off a loss to Sacramento Republic FC. They played well for 80-some minutes, but they lost it in the last 10, giving up a goal, and that is the difference in being 2-1, or at least with just one loss and 1-2. So try to get back on track, but right now in a hole here in the opening half. Just a perfect day on hand here at Switchback Stadium. A little bit of a breeze, some cloud cover, but all in all, temperature, we'll take it for middle of March or middle of April.
Miguel Gonzalez there, just unlucky not to combine with Mike Seth. Arizona has a bit of a break on it. They can slide this one through to Tan. He's making a good run. Cortez is free on the far side, just unable to find him.
Here's Bardsley.
Fortunate there by Bardsley. He had Chris Cortez making a good run. Long Tan taking 2 defenders with him, but just dwelled on the ball for a second and wasn't able to get that one through.
And McCormick on the turf now, and
referee's going to call that one back. Tried to play the advantage, didn't have an advantage there for Arizona. As you can see here, McCormick coming across, Marty Maben coming back, dropping his shoulder a little bit. Good refereeing there, right on top of the spot again.
So free kick here for Arizona United. McCormick finds his place.
Referee's going to give a very late yellow card here to Marty Maben. Yep.
And that will be the first yellow card issued to the Switchbacks here this afternoon. So Marty has picked up a yellow. So a yellow apiece for both these teams.
Referee gave himself some time to think about it, and he eventually went with the yellow card. David Legora coming out. Great catch.
Well, he goes so strong up to secure that ball. A powerful player, David, and one of the rocks in this Switchbacks organization.
It's all about making his mind up early. You can see him as soon as that ball's taken, he reads it, decides he can get under that. There's enough air under that ball, comes out, makes the clean catch. Another good piece of goalkeeping there by David Legoric.
So Seth went down quickly on the far side. He's back up. Fans, you can become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive news and interactive content.
He's unlucky there. Mike Seth just tried to take the ball in, got sandwiched by two Arizona United players. The Switchbacks can have a deep free kick. Jordan Burt, I imagine, will either swing this one back to Ibiaga or maybe pump it long, looking for Marty Maben, maybe Mike Seth for the flick on here.
Burt up out of the wind, and that ball headed back by Arizona United. Julian Ringhoff, a new addition to that defensive end for Arizona United. Now David Legoric. He's got Ibiaga to the right. There's Phillips, and the ball rolled up to Ronnie Argueta. Josh to the near side.
Such a composed player, Josh Phillips. One of the best defenders in the USL. We talked about him training with New England Revolution.
Long ball down for Suggs, and he will get there just in time and headed out there by Julian Ringhoff. Looked like it was going out. Arizona United able to keep it in play. Phillips up from the back. A lot of spin on that ball, and here we go. Cortez breaking free. Look out. Chris Cortez at a corner of the 18. Cortez, left foot, set up, and there is Phillips in 5 position defensively.
Great tracking back by Josh Phillips. He had to run the half of the field to get back in front of that one as we take into 3 minutes of extra time here at the end of the first half. But eventually good defending. Chris Cortez found himself in a great position, just dwelled on the ball a little bit too long, tried to play it across the top of the box, find some support, but it was good defending in the end there by the Switchbacks, who are now breaking forward themselves. I think they're going to call a handball there on Jordan Burt. It looks like what the assistant referee's calling.
That was a great ball by Luke Furcadoni, and
it was, and we saw a great pass just a moment before there from Josh Phillips down the left-hand side here to find his defensive compatriot. Josh Suggs free down the left-hand side. Switchbacks really looking long, really trying to expose this Arizona United defense. We're trying to press up as much as they can as they look for the equalizer here.
Here's Chris Cortez. Far side, and
that's going to be a yellow on Jordan Burt. Just a little bit late there with his left foot. At least I think it's going to be a yellow. Referee was initially reaching for his pocket here. He's going to give himself some time to think about this one. Call Jordan Burt back to have a little bit of a discussion. But Burt was just stretching there for that ball, stretching with his left foot.
It's Nick Costa on the pitch for Arizona United.
Jordan Burt's trying to blend in here, defending this. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want the referee to call him over and book him.
Christian Ibiaga talking to the referee there on the far side.
It is going to be a yellow card for Jordan Burt there.
So Burt, the second switchback to pick up a yellow here this afternoon. Marty Maben with the other.
See here, Jordan Burt just stretching with his left foot. Yep, leaves a little bit in there. Good call by the referee, was well positioned again there. Unlucky for Jordan Burt, just found himself a little bit out of position, trying to make that up. Just lunged a little bit there, caught the player.
So an extra time here at the end of the opening half. Free kick for Arizona United. Ball in, and there's David Legoric.
Put that much air on the ball, we can call it before it's even in the box. We know that David Legoric's going to come, claim those all day long. More strong goalkeeping by the Switchbacks, number 1.
High punt across midfield. Seth and Gonzalez back to Mike Seth.
That was a very, very cheeky little flick on there by Miguel Gonzalez. Used his low center of gravity well, boxed out the defender, was able to flick that one on with the back of his head to Mike Seth, but unfortunately just wasn't enough support there for Seth. That attack broke down a little bit.
Bardsley gives chase, defended there by Josh Phillips. Boy, no room to work whatsoever for Gibson Bardsley.
Strong play there from Josh Phillips.
So throw to the far side here for Arizona United. A final seconds of stoppage time here at the end of the opening half. A 1-0 Colorado Springs lead. It came in the 23rd minute, a header by Marty Maben, his second goal this season. Throwing now for Arizona United. And Bercoloni flicks it high up into the air.
It's a good flick on there initially by Cortez. Going to fall to Longtan here. Just lost his footing. Unfortunate there for Longtan. Just lost his footing as we see the end of the first half.
Well, 45 minutes in the books, and the home team off to a great start here in the opener at Switchbacks Stadium as Colorado Springs heads to the locker room with a 1-0 lead. We'll step aside when we come back. The halftime show here from Colorado Springs, the Switchbacks. Marty Maben, they lead 1-0.
Choose Penrose Cancer Center for the most pioneering care in Southern Colorado, offering the most advanced tools and expertise for over 70 years. Part of the comprehensive Centura Health Cancer Network. Learn more at penrosecancercenter.org.
Spring is here, and so is soccer season. Keep up to date with the Rapids and catch every home game of your Colorado Springs Switchbacks exclusively on CET starting April 9th. On the high school scene, the spring season is upon us, and XSR has the best coverage in the state of Colorado. Gear up for the summer concert scene with Studio Sessions, which features a new band every Wednesday night at 9. It's all right here on CET. Women are proving through history that they're a valuable asset on and off the battlefield. Discover this amazing documentary as it chronicles women in the military. A Vision of Valor. Women Warriors, all this month on Comcast Entertainment Television.
In our house, we do just about everything online, and our old internet wasn't cutting it. So I switched us from CenturyLink to Xfinity. They have the fastest, most reliable internet, which is perfect for me, because I think everything should just work. Works?
Works.
Works. Works?
Works.
Works.
Don't settle for CenturyLink. Xfinity delivers the fastest, most reliable internet. Perfect for people who like things to just work. Sign up today or get started with this great offer. Call or visit today.
Back here at the half, Switchbacks Stadium is the Switchbacks in the home opener, leading Arizona United by a score of 1-0. Back here in the booth, Josh Hound, Roland Vargas, and Roland, when you look at that opening 45 minutes, physicality really jumps out for both teams.
You're right. There were a lot of scrappy fouls all over the field. Both teams guilty of it. Referee handed out a few yellow cards here in the first half just to try to get a hold of this game. But we saw some good play as well among those fouls.
How about the two Joshes for the Switchbacks, Phillips and Suggs? They've been great defensively for the home team.
They have, and Suggs has been fantastic going forward, taking those corner kicks on the far side, using his left foot from the free kicks. Has been a very impressive performance by Josh Suggs.
And David Agoric, Carl Wazinski. Wazinski's allowed a goal, but both keepers, they've been solid.
Strong goalkeeping from both sides. We saw a world-class save by Wazinski to pull that one away from Mike Seth. David Agoric coming out, getting out of the feet at long tan, doing very well as well. It's been a highly impressive goalkeeping performance from both teams.
All right, let's go to the highlights from this opening 45 minutes of play. Of course, the Switchbacks coming in after that 1-0 victory 2 weeks ago against Oklahoma City, and physical early on.
See Tae-Song Kim there with the first foul. Christian Ibiaga's not going to be pushed off the ball. As we see here, that was a nasty collision there. David Agoric hitting the floor there with Gibson Bardsley. Both players took a knock, and then what a save that is off the shot from Mike Seth. David Agoric coming out here, had a couple bites at that one. You can see how pumped up he is to make that save. And then what a goal, what a ball from Ronnie Argueta to the back post for Marty Maven. Fantastic finish.
And the energy that Marty Maven has brought to this team, of course, coming off the bench a season ago. Last week or 2 weeks ago against Oklahoma City, he gets the opening goal here in the 23rd minute. The header off the beautiful feed from Ronnie Argueta. So the Switchbacks lead 1-0. So you're in the locker room, your head coach Steve Tritchew. Adjustments, if any, going into this second half?
I think more of the same. Maybe as we see this game tick towards 60, 70 minutes, you might see that pace of Saeed Robinson. You might see even Nate Robinson come on, use his right foot there from left back. But as of right now, the Switchbacks just more of the same, and they're obviously going to want to extend their lead. Very dangerous lead at 1-0, so they're going to want to get that second goal early in the second half.
And take advantage of the home field. We're playing at 6,500 plus feet. Of course, they lost just 3 times here all of 2015, so that's a huge advantage. And mentally, you have to believe for Arizona United that is in the back of their minds.
It is. Sorry to cut you off there. Like we said, Arizona United just came up to the altitude yesterday, so they're going to start to feel that in their legs and their calves as we start to get to the 70th minute. So it's going to be difficult for Arizona United as this game ticks on.
45 of the Bucks, 45 to go. When we come back, we'll take a look at the numbers from the opening half. The Switchbacks lead at 1-0 back to Switchback Stadium right after this.
Choose Penrose Cancer Center for the most pioneering care in Southern Colorado, offering the most advanced tools and expertise for over 70 years. Part of the comprehensive Centura Health Cancer Network. Learn more at penrosecancercenter.org.
Xfinity Sports Report is on overdrive as we head into the home stretch of the high school sports season. XSR, only on CET. Fall in love with living yoga all this month on CET. Kelly Moore leads you through positions that will transform your body, mind, and spirit. Start your day at 6 a.m. or take a midday break at noon. Watch Living Yoga every day right here on CET.
Let's Eat, a show about eating. We traveled down the Denver metro area to find the tastiest eats, drinks, and sweet treats. Tune in Thursday night to check out the newest, hippest, and yummiest places to get your eat on. Let's Eat, only on CET.
Discover real people finding self-reflection, dreams of superpowers, and the strength and courage of Batman. Tragedies become superpowers that each superhero can overcome. What would Batman do? Stand and fight. Legend of the Night, only on CET.
Well, both the Switchbacks and Arizona United SC making their way out of the field here as we get ready for half number 2. Well, half number 1, it was a dominant half in terms of numbers for the Switchbacks. They really got after it offensively, and they had Arizona United on their heels that entire 45 minutes.
They did. They peppered the Arizona United Arizona United goal, with shots. A couple of those were well blocked there. One, as we talked about before, excellently saved, but it was a commanding offensive performance by the Switchbacks in the first 45.
Let's take a peek at the numbers here for the first 45 minutes of play. And the Switchbacks 7-2 shot advantage. And corner kicks, boy, it was all Colorado Springs as well.
It was. Arizona United were unlucky not to get a corner kick. They had one attack there where Chris Cortez was holding up the ball on the far side, and it was well defended in the end by the Switchbacks. But as you said, there all the stats there led by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. More shots, more corner kicks, really turning the screw, really looking for that second goal as the half wore on.
Both keepers with one save, but Carl Wazinski, this should easily be a 2-0 game. Carl Wazinski, no doubt the save of the game to this point. Mike Seth, great strike, but Wazinski, just a better play.
Mike Seth got behind that one. Fantastic shot, arrowing for the top corner. Wazinski came out of nowhere, palmed it over. It was a world-class save there by the Arizona United goalkeeper.
So Wazinski, David Agorg doing what they need to do to keep their teams in it. David right now with the lead. Of course, he was so good here at Switchback Stadium a season ago in terms of shutout. So with that defense in front of him, you got to believe the confidence sky high for one of the top keepers in the league. So adjustments, you talked about Steve Tritchue, keep doing the same thing. If you're Arizona United, how do you get back in this one at 6,500 plus feet down a goal?
I wouldn't be surprised to see Sam Garza come off the bench for Arizona United. I think they're going to try to get that ball, as we talked about in the first half. Got to get it faster out into the wide positions. They've had men over. Granger's done a good job on the right-hand side getting in his overlapping runs, but the ball just hasn't been able to find him in time. The Switchbacks have had enough time to organize defensively. Arizona United's just got to pick up the pace in midfield.
And it'll be key to see how Colorado Springs responds. Last year in their home opener against Oklahoma City, they had a chance to pick up at least a point. They let OKC get in it. One of the problems that plagued them early on, closing out games, a great opportunity here in 2016. They closed it out on the road against OKC. Can they close it out again today in the home opener?
They're going to have to come out at the start of the second half, really attack right off the open, try to get in behind Arizona United quickly, early, get that second goal.
We'll see how it unfolds. Half number 2 is coming up here from Switchback Stadium. We'll have it for you when we come back.
Spring is here, and so is soccer season. Keep up to date with the Rapids and catch every home game of your Colorado Springs Switchbacks exclusively on CET starting April 9th. On the high school scene, the spring season is upon us, and XSR has the best coverage in the state of Colorado. Gear up for the summer concert scene with studio sessions, which features a new band every Wednesday night at 9. It's all right here on CET.
Xfinity Sports Report, your Colorado high school connection. is the most comprehensive high school sports show in the state, showcasing highlights from all the top games and features on the best athletes in Colorado. Every Sunday night at 6 and then again at 10. It's the Xfinity Sports Report, your home for Colorado high school sports.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Choose Penrose Cancer Center for the most pioneering care in Southern Colorado, offering the most advanced tools and expertise for over 70 years. Part of the comprehensive Centura Health Cancer Network. Learn more at penrosecancercenter.org.
The Switchbacks will have the ball as we start this second half of play. Up 1-0. Josh Howard, Roland Vargas here. Sand Creek, formerly known as Sand Creek Stadium, Switchback Stadium. Glad you can join us here on a gorgeous home opening April afternoon here in Colorado Springs. Arizona United giving up that lone goal, I should say, in the 22nd minute. Ronnie Argueta to Marty Maben, that is the difference in this one. Colorado Springs working from left to right here in the second half, and Arizona United, they scored 2 goals in their first 3 matches this season, and those 2 coming on the road in Seattle in that 2-0 win over the Sounders 2. David Agoric, strong first half. He had to save, some good defense, good help in front of him. So on the back end for the Switchbacks, you've got Phillips, Ibiaga, Suggs, and Jordan Burt. And there's Burt at midfield.
Argueta there dropping back, as you can see, forming a defensive 3 in between Ibiaga, Josh Phillips. Kim Tae-song coming back to play a little backup right back as Jordan Burt tries to overlap and get himself forward.
And cleared out by Uzo Uchina.
It's a very large man.
Burt on the throw-in. Here's Luke Vercoloni, the captain, off the right foot to Jordan Burt. Burt now flick on the back half of the right foot. Gonzalez slips inside of the box. Gonzalez back to Burt. Now Miguel circles back. Here's Vercoloni. And with the right foot, Ringoff able to clear it out.
So unlucky there for Miguel Gonzalez, just unable to take that ball into his stride, but he was in behind the Arizona United defense. Ball just took a little bit of a bobble up on him. Very unlucky for Miguel Gonzalez there.
There's Josh Suggs off the feed from Ronnie Argueta. Suggs able to keep his feet. Ronnie had 1 assist, a beauty in that opening half. Now long ball in, and it'll hop right to the post.
Could have been tricky there from Josh Phillips. Bit of a pass that turned into a shot there, but well marshaled out by Arizona United. Arizona's really got to get their foot on the ball here in the second half. Take a little bit of sting out of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Need their midfield to really start bossing this game around if they're going to have any chance of coming back and getting the equalizing goal.
And Chris Cortez, long tan, you would have to believe one of those players is going to break through if Arizona United is going to get back into this one. Long tan, the leading scorer for Arizona United. In fact, the leading scorer in franchise history. He led the team in 2015. Chris Cortez already off to a great start, a goal and assist up in Seattle. So we'll see if number 9 and 29 can get going, but it will not be easy. The Switchbacks defense has been outstanding.
And Tan and Cortez, they just have to get better service from the midfield of Arizona United if they're going to get in behind the Switchbacks defense. Ibiaga, Phillips, they've had enough time and they have enough know-how between them just to fall back off of the midfield of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks and reorganize themselves, because Arizona United's midfield is just dwelling on the ball a little bit.
Fans, you could follow at Switchbacks FC on Twitter for the very latest club news, updates, and happenings. Free kick here for Arizona United. High arcing ball to the box. There's Uzo.
Just left a little bit in there. I think that was Marty Maben who was defending there. It was Marty Maben. He's going to limp that one off. But Uzo just coming forward, trying to get in on the back of that free kick. But well called there by the referee once again.
Uchino Uzo.
As we see here, there's Uzo. Yep, just catching Maben as Maben tried to clear that ball. Oh, that's a big mistake there.
And a player down for the Switchbacks.
It's going to give Ronnie Argueta a yellow card here for a delivered handball. I think Luke Vercoloni's going to come back and have something to say about this. It looks like that ball might have struck Argueta in the face. We're going to have to see a replay, but it was a mistake there by Ronnie Argueta. Just let the ball bounce over his foot there as we see these tricky field conditions here at Switchback Stadium. The ball just took a bit of a bobble here on Ronnie Argueta. As you see, David Legoric plays it out to Argueta, takes a bobble. Argueta turns, plays it. Yep.
Got it with the left hand.
He did.
So Ronnie Argueta could be issued a yellow card. That's the third yellow issue to the Switchbacks here this afternoon. Maben picked up the first, then Burt late in the second half. Now Ronnie Argueta to start here, half number 2.
This is worrying me quite a lot here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, because the referee and his assistant are having a chat here to see if Ronnie Argueta prevented a clear goal scoring opportunity. If he did, it's going to be a straight red card. Otherwise, it's going to be a yellow. Thankfully for Argueta, it's a yellow card. Referee did his job there. Due diligence, conferring with his assistant referee, decided that Argueta wasn't the last man there, so it's a yellow card there for Ronnie Argueta, who's going to have to come off the field after receiving some treatment. You could see the field conditions there playing havoc with the Switchbacks. I mean, that was such an easy, soft pass out of the back there by David Legoric, right to the feet of Ronnie Argueta. The ball had a mind of its own, took a hop right over Ronnie Argueta's foot and left long tan. Excuse me, it was Cortez there in behind the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and Ronnie Argueta had to stick out his hand in order to keep that one away.
Well, in your interview with head coach Steve Tricchio in the pregame, that was one of his concerns, certainly not the smoothest surface, and it played out here early on in the second half. So long tan, Chris Cortez on this ball here for the free kick, and also there's Nick Costa.
Very dangerous position here for Arizona United. Got 3 players over the ball. We might see a bit of a training ground routine. Might see this one played short, but we'll have to wait and see.
Cortez with the orange laces, and he'll take the shot into the wall, high up into the air, and flicked out of there by Miguel Gonzalez.
I believe that might have been Tae-Song Kim there in the wall, holding strong there next to Marty Maben. It was a cracking strike there by Cortez, but well defended there by the Switchbacks.
Josh Suggs, speaking of defense, boy, giving him nothing near the end line as Gibson Bardsley perhaps frustrated on that play. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information. Well, it's great to see, Roland, all the sponsors jumping on board. We had a good start here for the inaugural season for the Switchbacks in 2015, but just more and more support. It's growing here a year into this team.
It is. We talked about Widener Apartment Homes now getting their name on the back of the Switchbacks jersey. Of course, Penrose St. Francis sticking strong as the Switchbacks main sponsor on the front of their shirt.
And here's Marty Maben, gets loose. Maben, the shot! And a rebound is cleared out of there by Arizona United. Marty Maben nearly with his 3rd goal of the season.
Great goalkeeping again from Wazinski. Marty Maben in behind there. Was a fantastic pass to spring him free. Marty Maben used the instep of his right foot, tried to go far post. Goalkeeper read it a little bit. He was down early. A little bit unlucky there on the rebound, but I think that was Ringhoff there to clear. It was good goalkeeping initially there. Very well saved.
Carl Wazinski has been outstanding here this afternoon, and a substitution. In comes Luke Rooney for the first time here today. Gibson Bardsley out of the match here in the 53rd minute.
Luke Rooney, no relation to Wayne. He's played in a lot of clubs. I counted 13 clubs, I think it was, that he's played in the last couple of years. He's been all over the world. Played a little bit in England, played a little bit here in the States. Now he's here with Arizona United, just trying to make a name for himself here in the USL.
So Rooney's in up top. And Arizona United trying to somehow start this offense. Big run here by Kim. Uza backs off, and boy, a physical presence to win that ball.
Very strong player there. Well done by Tae-Song Kim, trying to get on the overlap down the right-hand side, just unable to get onto that pass.
Arizona United, a little space near midfield. Cortez just off the right foot. Quick flick now with the left. And just out in front is pushing on that far side is Brock Granger. Colorado Computer Support is your collaborative partner in strategic information technology all across the great state of Colorado.
All the subs for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC going through their paces on the far side of the field. Arizona United subs were getting rigorously warm at halftime, but they've calmed down now. Obviously Arizona with the one substitution, but we may see some changes soon for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, as we're going to see a Heineken corner kick coming up here for the Switchbacks.
And Granger did well just to get that ball through the end line. Is Miguel Gonzalez pursuing, and now Miguel Gonzalez and the Switchbacks with a Heineken corner kick.
You can see the speed there of Miguel Gonzalez really causing Arizona United's defense some problems, really worrying Granger.
Quick start there off the quarter. Sixth quarter kick of the afternoon, and Arizona United will control. And a late whistle. They're going to get Miguel Gonzalez.
They are. Yellow card for Miguel Gonzalez is coming back there. He was frustrated after giving up that corner kick chance, wasn't able to get that ball in the box. Tracking back here, giving up the foul. Another yellow card, excuse me, for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. You see Ronnie Argueta holding the play up well. Miguel Gonzalez just comes back. It's unlucky there. It was Nick Costa there on the far side of the field for Arizona, and Miguel Gonzalez just tripped him up.
Fourth yellow card dealt to the Switchbacks here this afternoon. Bert Argueta, Maben, and now Gonzalez all have picked up a yellow on a free kick. 56-minute Arizona United. Low ball. Gets some air, the header, one hop, but not a lot on it. Good position by Ringhop, but boy, it was almost dead by the time it got to David Agoric.
It was. Finally, we see a free kick kept away from David Agoric, so Agoric couldn't come out for it. Ringhoff won it well, just looking for a supporting run there to be coming in on David Agoric's goal, but in the end came to nothing for Arizona, but that was a good chance.
Some side spin on that header attempt. United pushes on.
It's a good feed there by Luke Rooney.
And a great takeaway there by Suggs. And now Maben. Here's Kim. Dials it back and drops it back to Jordan Burt.
So strong and aware there, Taysong Kim in the middle of midfield. He's really starting to make a name for himself here with the Switchbacks in his second game with the team.
Burt Coloni, quick tap back to Burt. Seth had a solid shot on goal in the first half. Switchbacks team playing to the home crowd here. Great crowd on hand. And a 1-0 lead taken away here by Arizona United. They'll push it up. Flick off the left foot from Cortez, and Goric there to cover.
Just a little bit too much on that one from Cortez, looking for the return ball. That was unlucky from Chris Cortez. Found himself in a nice pocket of space right behind the Switchbacks midfield there. Just unlucky there off his left instep for Chris Cortez to return that ball from whence it came.
Now Wazinski. Plays it up to Ringhoff. Julian here to the Switchbacks end. Cortez heads it far side. Giving chase is Nick Costa. Over the head of Josh Phillips. Boy, the jumping ability, the vertical of Josh Phillips, so good in the air.
He is, and playing next to Christian Ibiaga, they've formed a really nice partnership so far in the heart of the defense.
Working on that left side, Jordan Burt, and David Agoric secures in the goal box.
It was a good run there by Cortez to get in front of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks defender, but David Agoric, that ball just a little bit too high for Cortez. David Agoric able to come out, secure that one well. You see Jordan Burt doing his best to stop Rooney from whipping that ball in, but well caught there by David Agoric once again.
Here's Marty Maben, and that's a great takeaway from behind by Brandon Protraneri. Just got after it defensively. Maben thought he had a little bit of space, but Protraneri, and it will be
yet another corner kick for the Switchbacks.
That's number 7 now. They had 5 into the opening half, and they're second here. This time they'll take it in the southwest corner of Switchback Stadium. Josh Suggs over to take it.
Yellow card there for Josh Phillips. Josh Phillips just talked himself into the book. Not sure what he said. Not sure what they were talking about. Josh Phillips looks like he might have picked up a small injury. Maybe that is what he was letting the referee know about. But the referee just gave Josh Phillips a yellow card for a little bit of chatting there.
5 yellows for the Switchbacks. They've got the lead, 1-0. Josh Suggs on the corner kick.
Good ball.
On the backside, Phillips, and it goes over the crossbar.
You can see the frustration there on Josh Phillips as he punches the ground. He's able to take that one bit of a scissor kick action with his right foot there. Ball floated to the back post there. Phillips just trying to keep that one down. It's almost impossible to keep that shot down and on goal. Very unlucky there for Josh Phillips.
He was positioned well, not able to finish. Still a 1-goal deficit facing Arizona United. Argueta able to get a foot in there, and now Arizona United on the attack. There's Josh Phillips again. Flicks it up with the head, and here's Miguel Gonzalez. And the physicality in the box.
Great challenge there by Ibiaga on long Tan there. Tan wanting the penalty kick, but the referee right on top of it. Ibiaga got his foot in. That's a great challenge and a good save there by David Legoric. Looks like Ronnie Argueta might have taken a knock here. I think he's going to pick himself up. He is. Jordan Burt's got a lot of room here on the right-hand side if he can push this ball into Arizona United's half. Got a lot of space.
Seth and Maven up ahead. There's Mike Seth right in front of him. He'll flick it on the outside part of the foot to Seth. Seth now near the end line. There's Burt. Drops it back now for Nate Robinson, who just checked in.
Unlucky there for the Switchbacks. They had men over.
Fans, check out USL Soccer on Instagram to see match highlights and action shots from games all around the USL. Jordan Burt on the inbound.
It's going to look for Mike Seth, I believe, with this one. Nate Robinson's come onto the field for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. I didn't see that substitution happen, but Nate Robinson's out here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, number 7 there.
Good throw in. Mike Seth heads it up in the air. Miguel Gonzalez not able to win that ball, and there's Robinson. Chips it back to Josh Phillips.
Yeah, Robinson looks like he replaced Kim Taesong. I don't see Taesong on the field anymore, so it's been Nate Robinson on in the center of midfield for Taesong Kim here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Arizona United ball here in the 62nd minute. Quick start. Miguel Tim.
Good play there from Robinson.
The depth off the bench, so impressive here. Seth gets out in front. Mike Seth, shot denied. Rebound, put it in a goal. Mike Seth, persistence pays off.
Brilliant play there from Mike Seth. You could see he got in behind. Just had to wait there to see if the referee had called that one a goal, and he had. But Mike Seth followed that one up. I think it was the defender who might have cleared that one into the back of his own net. Under pressure from Mike Seth. Fantastic play from Mike Seth here. He's free, gets the rebound. I'm not sure who got the last touch on that one, but you can see the pressure that Mike Seth is putting on there. Wheels away, as happy as can be. Fantastic play from Mike Seth. 2-0 Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
62nd minute. Mike Seth gets his first goal of 2016 and a 2-0 lead for the home team.
Perseverance pays off, and it did there for Mike Seth. As we see here, Seth. Great first shot, ball ricochets back off Mike Seth, coming in with his right foot. I believe that was the defender who cleared that one into his own net, but they're going to give that one to Mike Seth for now. Great goal there by Mike Seth, great perseverance, pushing, putting the defense under a lot of pressure with his strength, with his size, and with his speed. 2-0 Switchbacks.
That was Brandon Poltranairi, the defender for Arizona United, and it looked like his momentum was just carrying towards the net. He looked around, and there was Mike Seth right on his shoulder, ball on the doorstep, and Mike Seth a 2-0 lead. And how big is a 2-goal cushion here as we tick towards the 64th minute of play?
Well, as we see the Switchbacks picking up more and more yellow cards, and Arizona United doing a little bit better in the second half here than they were in the first half. It's very vitally important here for the Switchbacks to extend their lead, to double their lead to 2-0. I believe Aaron King is going to be coming on pretty soon. I see Aaron King going through his warm-ups and going through some instructions as we see maybe a single change here from Arizona United.
So Poltronari exits the game, and there's Sam Garza. He got the start in game 3 against Sacramento, and here he is in the 64th minute in a reserve role here, and they need him in a bad way, trying to generate some kind of offense. His story has been rock solid defense for the Switchbacks and timely play on the offensive end.
It's good to see Garza come in. One of the reasons that Long Tan has been struggling to get a start here is because of the good play of Garza. As we see the Switchbacks clear that one out. Unfortunate there for Arizona United to get that shot on target.
Fans, don't forget to check out the Switchbacks online. Their website, switchbacksfc.com.
Unlucky there for Mike Seth. As we were talking about before, I saw Aaron King getting some instructions from Switchbacks assistant coach Woldy Harris. I wouldn't be surprised to see Aaron King come on here maybe 5 or 10 minutes here, maybe dispel Marty Maben, who's run a great race today.
Mike Seth, so many pieces to this puzzle that Steve Triccio has assembled. You recall in 2015, it took some time, a filling out process, if you will. But boy, 2016, they have hit the ground running. Here they are. They've scored 4 goals already. They've got a 2-0 lead here in game number 2 of the season. Ball in, backside, and that ball cleared out of there for the moment. Great defensive play, low ball, and there's Mike Seth. What a defensive stamp of the Switchbacks.
First clearance there by Josh Phillips, second save by David Legoric as we see Marty Maben free on the right-hand side here.
Maben against Uzo. Maben moving into the court of the 18, stood up. Maben able to retreat, pick up the ball here, and it will go Arizona United way, but back to the other end. Roland, what a stand. 2 opportunities for Arizona United, but 2 big stocks for David Legoric and company.
Yeah, it was Josh Phillips there, I believe, on the first clearance, the goal line clearance, and then David Legoric on the second one. He was down very quickly. It's difficult for a man as big as David Legoric to get down so quick, but we can see here, ball whipped in, far post, ball's coming down. Josh Phillips, beast mode from Josh Phillips as he comes and clears that one. Second one in. David Legoric's down well. Phillips trying to cover in front of him. Great team effort there by the Switchbacks to stop Arizona United from a goal. But I've got to say, Sam Garza's introduction, number 11, he's been great so far. Took the ball there, started that attack with a dynamic run down the middle. Very good play by Sam Garza so far.
Well, the Switchbacks last season had 10 shutouts. And number 2, Josh Phillips, a huge reason why.
One of the best defenders in the USL. He was training with the New England Revolution for a reason. They almost picked him up. He got a lot of experience there training with the MLS team, and it's been a very good home debut so far for Josh Phillips, one of the best players on the field so far tonight.
67th minute, a 2-0 lead here. Mike Seth, the goal in the 62nd minute to put the Switchbacks up by a pair of goals. Fans, come to 719 Day in all Colorado Springs Brew Fest for all beer enthusiasts, or if you just like to drink and have a good time at Switchback Stadium on July the 19th. Brought to you by Kilo RXP and Sean Eddy Productions.
Great overlapping run there by Jordan Burt.
And now Seth backs off.
See Ibiaga here with challenging with Long Tan. Ibiaga's done a really good job. He's been man marking Tan for a lot of this second half, really keeping the very dangerous striker for Arizona United under wraps so far, as we are now going to see the introduction of Aaron King.
So Aaron King, the veteran forward.
He will come on for Marty Maben. Straight swap at the front of the line here. Marty Maben's done fantastically well running his race today. He's put the Arizona United defense under a lot of pressure. Obviously got the Switchbacks off to a perfect start with a wonderful goal there at the far post with his header. Aaron King brings so much experience, so much quality onto the field here. It's a real blessing for the Switchbacks to have 2 strikers of this kind of qualities. We see Marty Maben getting a nice embrace there from Woldy Harris and Steve Triccio on the sideline.
As Aaron King comes out of the field, the veteran forward, you talk about depths. You look at the substitutes today. J.J. Guerrero, defensive end. You got King, Saeed Robinson, Nate Robinson into the game now. Davey Armstrong. The quality of this roster so impressive. These are guys who could be starting on a lot of clubs around the USL.
Absolutely. We saw Aaron King getting a lot of starts last year. He's a fantastic player, and to be able to bring him off the bench is wonderful for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. You're not going to see any drop-off in work rate, any drop-off in skill from Aaron King. He's going to lead that line well. He's good defensively coming back, as he will now, for the corner kick for Arizona United. Aaron King's a fabulous striker.
And we didn't mention Shintaro Harada, a starter most of 2015. Nagging injury, or an injury, I guess, early out of the season. We'll see if we see him in the game today. But boy, they've got so much firepower coming off the bench. On a quarter, first of the day for Arizona United. Backside, it gets through, and that will go the Switchbacks' way.
Very dangerous ball whipped in there by Luke Rooney, and as you were talking about, Shintaro Harada, he's going through his paces on the far side of the field along with J.J. Greer, Davey Armstrong. So we might see some more Switchbacks changes coming up here. Arizona United have also got 3-4 players out warming up.
So fatigue certainly plays a role here in the second half for all visiting teams. And certainly that will be the case. And then they're facing a fresh team in Colorado Springs. Some of the guys off the bench, and an Aaron King, and Nate Robinson, or perhaps a Shintaro Harada if he comes into the game. There's Phillips.
Once again.
And Josh Suggs lets it go out. That'll stay Arizona United ball. Boy, what a turnout here at Switchback Stadium. A little bit of a storm that was blowing in latter part of the first half, but it is blown through. Really just a little bit of a breeze and overcast skies, just a comfortable temperature, and what a start. Switchbacks hoping this is a sign of great things to come here in 2016. They made it to the semifinals a year ago, but certainly they're not satisfied. They would love to be hoisting that cup at the end of 2016.
Such an unfortunate loss in Oklahoma City in the playoffs last year on penalty kicks. Switchbacks are going to try to go a step further this year, obviously.
Keep up to date with USL Soccer all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com website for everything you need to know about the USL and all the 29 teams.
Mike Seth there, just a little bit of a push off there on Luke Rooney. Luke Rooney went down very easily, one's got to say, but Arizona United have got the free kick. And again, cleared by Josh Phillips, making a strong case for man of the match today, Josh Phillips.
There's Uzo, the physical play, trying to get off the strike with the left foot, bumped down, and we've got an Arizona United player
head
on
injury.
The turf here in the 71st minute.
That's why the referee stopped it, bit of a head injury there.
That's Duncan McCormick on the field for Arizona United.
So give both teams a chance just to regroup, get some communication here. You can see Luke Furcoloni talking to Mike Seth and Aaron King here, just trying to reorganize their front line. See here it was Aaron King jumped early, Nate Robinson as well.
Looks like McCormick just in the middle of that sandwich.
Yeah, just got sandwiched a little bit there. Hopefully he'll be all right. He's played well today, Duncan McCormick.
McCormick out of Houston, Texas. Played for the Sounders FC2 squad prior to coming over to Arizona United.
Last 20 minutes of the game here. It's going to be a drop ball. Arizona United should. Well, we'll see if it's going to be a contested drop ball. We were lucky enough to see one of those rare occurrences last year, you and me here at Switchback Stadium, Josh. But good sportsmanship there by Arizona United, kicking the ball back to Gorick. Going to have a frantic last 20 minutes here, as Arizona United tries to get themselves on the score sheet first of all, but obviously tries to get an equalizer, which would be a priceless point on the road for them here in Colorado Springs.
Daniel Tunez checking in for Arizona United here in the 72nd minute. He's played in all 3 matches coming into this one. Here's Robinson, good ball, the cross! And just wide of the left post.
Turned out to be a bit of a Schross there. Half shot, half cross. Nate Robinson whipping that ball with his right foot. Desperately unlucky not to find its way inside the back post there. Nate Robinson looking up. Looks like he was initially looking for Miguel Gonzalez, but it was very close to the back post there, floating harmlessly wide in the end.
So it stays at 2-0 Switchbacks lead. There's Cortez off the throw-in, and now Ronnie Argueta battles there with Antunes, who just checked in for Arizona United. There's Granger to throw it in. Well, ticking closer to desperation mode here for the road team. Away from Scottsdale for the 4th consecutive game, but down 2 goals and running out of time. 74th minute.
Good defense there by Luke Fercoloni. Arizona United's going to build again. Here's Luke Rooney cutting inside on his right foot.
There's Rudy, crosses it over. Can he get off a shot with the left? Ricochet around. There's Tan now. Phillips all over that ball. Rudy.
Goalkeeper.
And David Agoric plays it on the soft little touch shot.
It's a great initial block there by Christian Ibiaga, and then Josh Phillips followed that up with a block of his own.
Be part of the Switchbacks FC Nation and like us on Facebook. Now Josh Phillips, we've got a number of players in the running for star of the game. He certainly is one of those guys who has been instrumental so far in this shutout pitched by David Agoric and company.
I think both Joshes today for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Suggs and Phillips have been fantastic, as well as David Agoric. 3 players on the defensive side who've really set themselves apart here for the Switchbacks FC.
Can we have co-player of the game?
Why not?
Still some time left to be determined. We'll see how this one plays out, the 75th minute. But right now, no offensive spark whatsoever for Arizona United.
Just hasn't happened in the final third, but a lot of that is down to the great defensive play of the Switchbacks. But Luke Rooney, I think, has made a nice impression since coming on. We talked about Sam Garza. He's got a lot of speed. He's got a lot of trickeration, and it's been a good showing by the substitutes for Arizona. Might give Coach Frank Yallop something to think about as they go on the road to another difficult place to play in Salt Lake next week.
Robinson off the takeaway. And here's Kane. Kane, quick touch with the right foot, try to kick with Miguel Gonzalez. There's Seth now. And that'll sail out of the far side. Switchback ball.
Unlucky for that attack to break down. I've just got to give a shout out to the Back Chat radio show for Switchbacks fans. They're all things Switchbacks. They talk every Monday morning for an hour about the Switchbacks. You can send them your questions. Backchat.net is the website. That's the Back Chat radio show. Great outlet for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks and their fans.
So throw on far side. Steve Tritchew looks on. A 2-goal lead. Cortez and a line drive at midfield. And here comes Arizona United. Rooney in the open field.
Very tricky player, Luke Rooney. Just hasn't had the support that he needs when he's brought the ball forward, but he's brought something different to the Arizona United attack since he's come on.
Nate Robinson. Up ahead, here's Fercoloni. He's got some space against Uzo. Fercoloni dances in. Here's Robinson now. A little bit of space. Nate hops the defender. Try to turn the corner. End line. And that will be Arizona United ball.
Unlucky there for Nate Robinson, just trying to take the defender out on his right foot. Just not able to get his foot around that one to cross that one in, but it was good play there from Nate Robinson.
And here comes Saeed Robinson. You talk about turning a corner, a guy who can get by a defender in a hurry. Saeed Robinson, an energizer buddy off the bench.
Speed for speed here with Miguel Gonzalez coming off the field. Saeed Robinson, we've seen a bit of a change in Saeed Robinson this year. Looks like he's playing with a lot more confidence than he had last year. We all know about that speed that he's got, but he's working hard defensively. He's working hard for the team. He's a really aggressive player, really strong player, and a very good player to be able to bring off the bench from tired legs from an opposing team, as we see here in Arizona United, start to creep in. Saeed Robinson, you can immediately see the trickeration there and the speed as he tries to get in behind. It's a very dangerous player.
Saeed Robinson battled injuries through much in 2015, and here he is healthy, ready to go in 2016. His team up 2-0. Fans, all USL matches available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Fall all action on the USL YouTube channel today. And don't forget, fans, stay tuned to the post-game show. Our Man of the Match brought to you by Better Business Bureau. We're going to be giving out that award, and certainly you can vote on Twitter as well for today's Man of the Match. a number of contestants, and here's Nate Robinson, moves in. Robinson, low ball. Wazinski got a foot on it. Backside side Robinson, and Arizona United able to recover in time.
Unlucky there for that attack by the Switchbacks. You can see Saeed Robinson coming in on the far side, just unable to get on top of that one. Aaron King taking 2 defenders with him. That was a good attack by the Switchbacks, just broke down at the vital moment there. Mike Seth caught late. It's going to have to be a yellow card there for the referee, I would imagine. Giving himself some time to think about it. Mike Seth's going to need the trainer here.
Mike Seth scored second goal of the match for the Switchbacks, that coming in the 62nd minute. So 40 minutes separating goals for the Switchbacks. They got the first, Marty Mabin, a header off the beautiful feed from Ronnie Argueta in the 22nd minute. And then it was Mike Seth here in the second half. And here's how it happened.
Ronnie Argueta blocked that ball. Mike Seth just in behind. Miguel Tim there catching Mike Seth. I think he's going to be all right, though. He's going to have to come off the field because he received some treatment from the head athletic trainer, Molly Kordsmeyer, but I think he's going to be all right.
So Christian Ibiaga at midfield. Flanked there by Josh Phillips. You got Josh Suggs, Jordan Bird at the back end. Ronnie Argueta in front of him. Aaron King up front along with Luke Vercodotti, Nate Robinson. And Saeed Robinson to the far side, and another switchback off the bench.
J.J. Greer coming off the bench. Very happy debut here for J.J. Greer. He's got his father here in attendance all the way from Tennessee.
Ricocheted off and Wazinski. What a save to get a hand on that ball to keep it out of the net.
Fantastic save, as you said. Down far to his left, outstretched. Full stretch there by Wazinski. Another fantastic save. It's really going to be unlucky if Arizona United do end up losing this game, which it looks like they're going to, on the goalkeeper here for Arizona United. He's made some great saves today.
Tell you what, keep an eye on Arizona United. We'll see. We still have some time left, barring a miraculous comeback. Switchbacks in good position to hold on for a victory, but they have tremendous goalkeeping as Nate Robinson on the corner kick, and Arizona United able to clear out of there. With the talent they have offensively, if they can get it going, they get back home. This is a team we could see later on in the season really making some noise in the USL.
You could, especially with their coaching, Frankie Yallop, and they've got a very strong spine of the team. We've talked about their goalkeeper. We've talked about Ringhoff, Garza, Cortez, Tan. They've got a good spine of the team. They just got to get that midfield sorted out, and they could be a dangerous team going forward here in the USL Western Conference.
Off to his right, that's Sam Garza through the end line.
It's a little bit too much air on that one from Sam Garza, traveled over the head of Long Tan.
Follow at USL on Twitter to keep up with all the live action during this 2016 USL season.
Another substitution here for Arizona United. Miguel Tim's going to come off, and Jose Cuevas is going to come on here for the last 10 minutes and change.
So number 10, Jose Cuevas. That's played by Luke Vercodotti. And flicked back to J.J. Greer. Softball down, Vercodotti. Hard charger to the far corner and just beyond his reach. Well, this one is, we still have some time left, but ticking towards the 83rd minute. Switchbacks have got to feel good. They can come out of here with 3 points, 6 points on a year. After 2 games, that's a huge start. When you think back to last year, they lost on the road at Austin to open it up. They had what could have been at least 1 point against Oklahoma City. They end up on a short end, so they really started in a hole. You think that they were just literally a point or two out of that #1 overall seed of the Western Conference. A 6-point start after 2 matches would be huge for this team.
It would, and we can see what Switchback Stadium means to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. So I know we've got a long way to go, we've got the entire summer and a bit of the fall to go before we get there, but if the Switchbacks were to be able to clinch home field advantage, get that bye week that they were so unlucky not to get last season, it would be immensely difficult for teams to have to come up here to altitude with the weather here in late fall in Colorado Springs and try to beat the Switchbacks on their home field.
And for Colorado Springs, good news, they don't have to go back down to Scottsdale to play Arizona United. This is the one shot Arizona United's going to get in terms of play against the Switchbacks.
And the other good news for the Switchbacks is they were able to break that bugaboo they had last year with Oklahoma. Teams from Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma City were able to beat the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but they got that one off their back in week 1, as we talked about.
And the road not so kind to Colorado Springs in 2015, but to open up at a team in a place, Taft Stadium, where Oklahoma City has lost just 3 times since 2015. One of those 3 coming against the Switchbacks last season. So impressive. As you can see there, J.J. Greer, some help up from his teammate.
Cortez gave him a little bit of a bump there. Referee in the end calls it for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. J.J. Greer took a nasty one there in the ribs, but he looks like he's okay.
Josh Phillips, perhaps the man of the match. He has been so impressive today. You can see why there was great concern as far as whether the Switchbacks would have him on a roster this season. He's that talented.
As we talked about earlier, to be able to have Christian Ibiaga, J.J. Greer as other central defenders is fantastic for the Switchbacks. Gives them a lot of depth next to Josh Phillips.
There's Bert, Nate Robinson now. Fans, become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive news and interactive content.
Just muscled out of it there, Luke Vercoloni in the corner. Arizona United did very well to get that ball out of their corner.
Ibiaga. Great control by Christian. Now Jordan Burt up ahead. Here's Vercoloni slipping behind the defender. And switchback ball.
Very good play by Luke Vercoloni. Seems like his race has never run. Luke Vercoloni has endless energy there. Wears the captain's armband with pride, playing, as we talked about before, in front of his parents today, in front of his wife and their young children. Been another good performance by Captain Fantastic Luke Vercoloni for the Switchbacks.
A seasoned, salty veteran, and really shows no signs of slowing down, I should say, well into his 30s. He's as fresh and as sharp as anybody out on this field.
He is fresh as a daisy, as you said, Josh, and he's seen everything that this game has to offer. He's played all over the country, really knows this game inside and out. He's a great leader for the Switchbacks to have, both on the field and in the community here in Colorado Springs.
There's our get it for Saeed Robinson. Saeed rockets that one to the backstop.
You can see there, that was the field playing havoc again. Ball just took a little bit of a bobble right in front of Saeed Robinson. Tried to beat the defender, get that ball in on his favorite right foot. Ball just took a little bit of a bobble there. Saeed Robinson wasn't able to get his knee on top of that one. As we see there, the ball just bobbled right up in front of Saeed Robinson as he strikes that shot. Goes well over in the end.
Down to the final minutes of this one. 87th minute here, a 2-0 lead for the Switchbacks. A goal in the 22nd minute by Marty Maben, his second of the year, and then Mike Sess some 40 minutes later answers to make it 2-0. That's where we stand here in the closing minutes.
Comprehensive performance there. We see Josh Phillips lying on the ground after yet another clearance. Suggs now going back to his goalkeeper, Dave Lagore, because he didn't clear this one. Right back where it came to Josh Suggs. Aaron King could get him behind here if he's able to stretch his legs. He will.
King's got some room. He'll wait for help. Taps it back. Saeed Robinson.
Great anticipation there by Aaron King. Sorry to cut you off there, Josh. Just finding Saeed Robinson arriving in the box a step late. Tried to do the Cruyff turn, cut inside. Just lost the ball there as he tried to turn inside towards goal.
So King is coming off the bench along with Saeed Robinson. Nate Robinson up front as well. So fresh forwards on the attacking front for the Switchbacks here late in the second half. Jordan Burt pushes up. Good flick. Great ball to Vercoloni. And Wazinski, another fine play in goal.
Assistant linesman had his flag up there for offside. I'm not sure about that one. Looks like Luke Vercoloni was just on the shoulder, but as you said, Wazinski came out, made the save anyway. Good goalkeeping once again.
And they're going to get J.J. Greer.
It's unlucky there on J.J. Greer, who's playing a bit of a defensive midfield role here for the final minutes, as we're going to see the debut this season for Shintaro Harada for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Now Shintaro Harada, a regular starter a season ago for the Switchbacks, and so good at controlling the midfield.
Talk about the experience of Luke Vercoloni. Shintaro Harada's got almost as much experience. He's an old soul. He's got a young man's body. Fantastic player. Endless energy, endless work rate. As you said, he's been struggling to get on the field here in the early days for Colorado Springs. Didn't travel down to Oklahoma City, but he's here now, and he's going to be replacing Ronnie Argueta just to keep Ronnie Argueta clear of that yellow card. He picked up an early yellow card, so just going to keep him clear.
And Ronnie Argueta leaves. A hand from his head coach, Steve Tritchew.
Looks like J.J. Greer coming back there, and I believe that J.J. Greer did pick up a yellow card in the end there from the referee.
So that's 6 yellow cards on the Switchbacks here this afternoon.
It's going to be Luke Rooney on top of this one, trying to put this one right on top of the penalty spot. It's a difficult angle. He's got to try to manipulate this angle, get a little bit of whip on this ball. It's very difficult. It's going to be coming straight at Dave Legoric.
Luke Rooney, high ball, backside. Burt, and David Legoric up quickly to secure.
It's Ringhoff there on the back post. Jordan Burt doing his utmost to try to put him off. Got the header flashed right across goal, and David Legoric was able to pluck it out of the air as we see Ringhoff rising. David Legoric able to pluck that one out. Josh Phillips on the backside on the cover there.
And Saeed, look at the speed of the far side. Cross, Vercoloni pulls it down with the right foot, but not able to control.
Very difficult for Vercoloni to pull that one down. That ball was fired across. As you said, the speed of Saeed Robinson got him in behind the Arizona United defense. Eventually cleared by Arizona United for what I believe will be yet another corner kick. Maybe a throw in here. Nate Robinson's going to come across to take it.
Coming here in the 90th minute. Nate Robinson off the bench here the second half. Part of a group that is closing out strong here on a home opener. We have stoppage time coming up. So 3 minutes of extra time, all that Arizona United has left. Trying to pull off a miraculous comeback, and tell you what, offense has been pretty much non-existent for Arizona United here in the second half, and credit the defense of Colorado Springs.
It has priceless clean sheet here for David Legoric and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks defense. We talked about Josh Phillips, Josh Suggs, Christian Ibiaga, and even Jordan Burt out here at right back. All done a fantastic job with some help from Ronnie Argueta and Taesong Kim in the first 60 minutes, really shutting down Arizona United and snuffing out any kind of attacks they have coming forward. It's been a very comprehensive team defensive display by the Switchbacks today.
Yeah, well, you take a look at number 2 out there for Arizona United. He is a load.
He is. Arizona United have got some large players, very dangerous from those free kick set pieces, but they just weren't able to get the corner kicks that the Colorado Springs Switchbacks had, not able to use that physical superiority that they have in terms of size.
But you've got to be impressed with what Frank Yallop's assembled. Now we'll see if the chemistry comes together here heading into week number 5.
We all know the pedigree of Frank Yallop, the kind of quality coach that he is. It just needs to have more time, I think, with Arizona United, and obviously get back to a little bit of home cooking. Very difficult to play, very difficult to keep yourself, to keep your cohesion when you're constantly on the road, changing hotels, in and out of buses and planes. But once Arizona United gets back to the Valley of the Sun, I think you'll see Yallop try to put his stamp on the team, and I think this team will improve. We've seen a lot of quality out here for Arizona United. It's just been too inconsistent today.
King and Robinson up front. Wazinski though, and a giveaway. Here's Saeed Robinson. Little burst, Saeed with the right foot. Saeed moves in, the cross. Bit of a cross shot, and that ball sails out of the far side.
Unlucky there for Saeed Robinson, supported in the end by Vercoloni. Aaron King doing great work as well. Just wasn't able to keep that shot on target. Went harmlessly across the face of goal in the end.
So final minute of stoppage time. What a performance by the Switchbacks. Our man of the match. We've got a lot of candidates here. We'll see what the fans decided via Twitter. Roland Vargas going to be down on the field here at the end of the match and talk with our man or men of the match at the conclusion of this one. Of course, brought to you by Better Business Bureau. Speaking of Better Business Bureau, business here in Colorado Springs, congratulations to the Switchbacks, named New Business of the Year in 2015.
They were very proud of that, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, and so they should be. They've been out in the Colorado Springs community, getting a lot of people investing in this team, bringing a lot of fans out here, doing a lot for the local military in town, which we know is a huge part of the town here of Colorado Springs. So it's been a great inaugural season for the Switchbacks as the referee finally blows the final whistle.
It's in the books. The Switchbacks applaud the fans. Why not? What a performance. They come home for the first time in 2016 and come up with 3 big points. So 2 games in the books, 6 points. I'd say they're off and running here in 2016.
They are, and we see a lot of respect on the far-hand side there by Frank Gallup and Steve Turchu having a nice embrace after the final whistle. It's a very good performance by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. As we talked about, Arizona United showed a lot of talent here, bits and pieces, but they just weren't able to put that together. They just weren't able to get anything that really tested David Legoric. Obviously, he had that great double save in the first half from Long Tan, but Arizona United chopped and changed their lineup here today, but it just wasn't able to gel. They just weren't able to put the Switchbacks under enough pressure, obviously, to get that goal.
See Syed Robinson, Chris Cortez there exchanging words near midfield, and Chris Cortez, a name we thought we'd call a lot here today. That wasn't the case. Long Tan the same as well, but it shows you how effective defensively the Switchbacks, they were able to shut down this high-powered offense in terms of potential for Arizona United.
They were, we talked about it, great team defense by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Phillips and Suggs, the 2 Joshes, really stood out there. It's a brilliant defensive display. Gorick made the 1 save, and we saw both sides, Jordan Bird on the right-hand side, Josh Suggs on the left-hand side, both getting forward and tracking back defensively. They were never caught out. Arizona United never got in behind Suggs or Bird. It was a fantastic performance by both wingbacks for the Switchbacks FC today.
So Switchbacks FC goes to 2-0, 6 points to start this 2016 season. Arizona United now falling to 1-3 on the year. They stay at 3 points. Again, that is 4 straight matches to start the year on the road for Arizona United. They've got 1 more before they head home to Scottsdale. The Switchbacks on the road next week, but right now they're going to savor this one. Bask in the sun a little, why not? A little bit, I should say. And coming over, applauding the fans, Steve Tritchew, finalist for Coach of the Year a season ago, and boy, picking up where he left off. He has assembled a fine roster here, and they are gelling early on in 2016. The man of the match, men of the match, who are they? We'll tell you when we come back. Switchbacks win it 2-0.
Choose Penrose Cancer Center for the most pioneering care in Southern Colorado, offering the most advanced tools and expertise for over 70 years. Part of the comprehensive Centura Health Cancer Network. Learn more at penrosecancercenter.org.
Xfinity Sports Report is on overdrive as we head into the home stretch of the high school sports season. XSR, only on CET. Spring is here, and so is soccer season. Keep up to date with the Rapids and catch every home game of your Colorado Springs Switchbacks exclusively on CET starting April 9th. On the high school scene, the spring season is upon us, and XSR has the best coverage in the state of Colorado. Gear up for the summer concert scene with Studio Sessions, which features a new band every Wednesday night at 9. It's all right here on CET.
A festive atmosphere at Switchback Stadium here as the Switchbacks knock off Arizona United in the home opener. 2-0 is our final score. Our man of the match, he is standing by with our own Roland Vargas. Roland, take it away.
Joined here by the Better Business Bureau man of the match, Marty Mabin. Marty, fantastic goal. Take me through your opening goal.
I noticed from watching them beforehand that they get caught at the back a lot, so I was trying to run inside to bring them in and then peel off to the back post. And I can't remember who played the ball, but it was a nice ball and I was left with an easy finish.
Such a great team performance by you guys tonight. You really defended from the front. Talk about how good your defensive performance was tonight, getting that clean sheet.
That's what we strive from. You know, Trent himself obviously played defense, so that's something that we pride ourselves on. And it was an ugly game today, don't get me wrong, but we got the result, and that's the main thing.
You've got a difficult road trip coming up to the Pacific Northwest to face Seattle. How do you keep this momentum going as you go into the Sounders too?
Just take care of business, worry about ourselves again. We heard the same thing about OKC. It was going to be a tough away game, but we dominated there, so there's no reason why we can't go to Seattle and dominate there.
Marty, congratulations on man of the match. Great win today.
Cheers, thank you.
Back to the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Roland. Marty Mabin, our Better Business Bureau man of the match for the first time here in 2016. And for the second time in 2016, Marty Mabin cashing in. He gets his second goal here. The first coming last week against Oklahoma City, part of that 2-1 victory. And then Marty Mabin in the 22nd minute gets the header on the assist from Ronnie Argueta. And that got the scoring started. Mike Seth adding another one here. 40 minutes later, 2-0 the final. Let's go to the highlights. A physical game to start this match, and the Switchbacks really set the tone.
Great shot there by Mike Seth. Was a fantastic save. There's the double save that we talked about from Dave Lagoric, preserving his clean sheet. You can see how pumped up he was at that. Really good defensive display, and it started with Dave Lagoric.
And Josh Phillips, tremendous play on the defensive end. A couple of clears helping keep Dave Lagoric clean.
You see here, great defense from the front there. Taesong Kim getting stuck in. Christian Ibiaga. And there was the nasty collision in the first half there. David Lagoric going in. Bad landing, but what a cross there. We just talked to Marty Mabin, of course, the Better Business Bureau man of the match. Fantastic header by Marty Mabin, but what a cross from Ronnie Argueta.
Ronnie Argueta picks up the assist. The Switchbacks pick up the opening goal. They led it 1-0 going into the second half, so tons of momentum. And how would Arizona United respond to the second half? Well, much the same. David Lagoric everywhere, and so was this guy. How about the persistence by Mike Seth?
We saw all the headers that Mike Seth won. Look at what that goal means to him. Mike Seth comes charging in there, puts a defender under an immense amount of pressure. There was nothing he could do but clear that ball into his own net. Fantastic perseverance there by Mike Seth. Great hustle. 2-0 Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Well, the Switchbacks pick up 6 big points now, 3 more today, so 6 after 2 matches. Let's take a look at some more numbers, and this is the way we got to a 2-0 final in this one. All kinds of dominance. The numbers certainly bear that out for the Switchbacks.
You see the corner kicks there, 5-1. Shots even, but the shots that the Arizona United had were either off goal or blocked for the most part before they got to David Lagoric. It was the Switchbacks, obviously, who made their 2 shots count, but they made the goalkeeper work. It was a really fantastic performance by Wozinski in the net for Arizona United today.
So David Lagoric picks up his first shutout of 2016, and for the Switchbacks now, they look forward on the road before coming back here the 23rd. What do you look for out of this team as they hit the road in match number 3 this season?
Difficult place to go to play in Seattle, play the Sounders too, but the Sounders too, like we talked about, they've really struggled to start this season, so we just don't know who the Sounders too are going to bring down from the MLS and who their core group of players is going to be. But the Switchbacks will go up there looking for 3 points. I think anything other than 3 points would be a bit of a disappointment. As we said, difficult place to go, but the Switchbacks are on a great roll to start this season.
And Sounders too, obviously right now a desperate team, a hungry team. We'll see how that plays out, but a big win this afternoon for the Switchbacks. They go to 2-0, a 2-0 win over Arizona United as they head to the road with a 2-0, a perfect start here in 2016. A big thank you to my partner, Roland Vargas. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Howe saying so long from Switchback Stadium. Colorado Springs a winner in a home opener, 2-0 the final. Good night, everybody.